I'm sleepy. Hey, Smurfette. Good morning, Chrissy. I'm just here because I woke up to some messages from Naked Butterfly. What's that lady's name? Hey, Struggles. What is that lady's name? I'm gonna have to go look. Good morning, Deborah. Excuse me. Hey, it's just me. It's just me and Duck. That's such a cute name. I'm hoping Boss Lady stops in here. That's who I'm looking for. Good morning, Squishy. How are you, love? Boss Lady, I did not tell Villain about your Victoria conversation that you were in my box with, ma'am. This is a lightning effect happening. Is it storming there in my forest or something? Is it supposed to be doing that? It's gonna cause somebody to... I don't know if it's supposed to be doing that. Weird. So I've been trying to talk to that boss lady for a couple days, telling her, like, you're wrong and you need to retract what you said, and she's not trying to hear anything I said, so I've kind of tried to just, like, dissolve it, but she sent me a message yesterday saying something about, well, that's what Victoria said, and the moment she said Victoria, I was just like, Jesus, Victoria, seriously, that's who you're listening to? So when she said Victoria, I just kind of, I don't know. I guess she thinks I sent that to Villain, though. Boss Lady, I didn't send that to Villain. I didn't say anything to Villain about Victoria. Because Villain doesn't give a shit. If I would have given her that information and said, now she's saying that Victoria said it, because first you said it was Nicole, now you're saying Victoria. If I would have given that information to Villain, she would have just laughed it off, and it would have been a complete waste of both of our time. So I didn't send her that message, as you think that I did, apparently, because I woke up to a message from you saying that we really ran, you said, not that Victoria, y'all really ran with that story. I didn't run with no story, Boss Lady. And Villain didn't hear that from me, because I thought it was a complete waste of her time to even tell her that you said Victoria said it. I mean, I really thought it was a waste of Villain's time to tell her that, because she wouldn't have given a shit. She would have been like, oh, whatever, and went on about her day. So the Victoria thing that you're saying that we all ran with, I don't know who else you told that to, but it was whoever else you told it to and not me. I didn't report that back to Villain again. I don't think she gives a shit. And that's what I'm here trying to say. I have tried to tell you a million times about Villain's character, who Villain is. I've seen people in your chat do it. You will never convince me that you're not keeping this going at this point because you're enjoying this. You've been told that you're wrong. You've been told to retract what you said because you're wrong. There's a million lives out there that will back Villain's character up on stuff like that. And you should just know better, but you're continuing to do it. I'm fully convinced. And I won't be sending Villain anything that you say from this point on, or trying to dissolve that situation at all, because you're hell-bent and glory bound. You know she didn't say it, but you like this. Right, Chrissy, I know. I know you can. I knew you was in here whenever I started on this. I seen you come in. My problem is that she thinks I'm reporting everything that she says to Villain. And yesterday I simply did not. Yesterday she had mentioned something to me about Victoria was where she heard it, or Victoria said it, or something. And I said, Victoria, seriously? Like, that's who you're considering a credible source of information? And I just went on about my day because I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. And I thought, yeah, I'm laying in bed too, Chrissy. But I had this message on my phone from my TikTok of Boss Lady saying that, wow, y'all really ran with that story. No, we didn't run with no story. I didn't tell villain shit about Victoria. Because, again, when I heard you say you'd heard it from Victoria, or that's not what Victoria said, I thought, well, okay. You've been told, by me I know, 20 times. You have your story wrong, and I've heard you rebuttal me with, well, that's what so-and-so said. Well, that's what so-and-so said. But I've not heard you come out and say, you're right, I should probably take that back since I've not heard it from her myself. But yeah, if you're thinking that's what it is, you're misinformed yet again. You should really just call this a wash and start all over. Yeah, that's what I thought. When she said Victoria, I thought, now you're just doing this on purpose. I mean, and she says it wasn't that, Victoria. I don't know. Again, joke's on you, Boss Lady, because I never said anything to villain about the word Victoria. Or the person Victoria. That's not a name I don't think I bring up to villain on purpose too many times. But I'm almost positive that I did not say to villain the Victoria thing. Because when she said that to me, again, I was like, really, Victoria? But I think there were other things going on bigger yesterday that just... Yeah, I don't think that I said anything to her about Victoria. Because when she said Victoria, I thought, oh, well, we all know how credible she is, so that's not going to get her anywhere. So I thought if that's where she was getting her information from. But then she said Nicole, too. Now she's saying Victoria. Now she's telling me, oh, not that Victoria. I didn't say anything to villain about a Victoria at all, and I don't know what other Victoria on this app you'd be talking about. I think you're just making shit up, Boss Lady. I think you like this, I think you like this drama. I think that this is fun for you. I think you're getting entertainment out of it. I think you're getting a little bit of attention out of it. So it's positive. I've seen somebody say any attention, even if it's negative attention. But yeah, I'm going to ask you to stay out of my inbox because I no longer am going to try to help you with this situation. That's all I was trying to do in the beginning, was get you to see right was right, wrong was wrong. If that's not how you fuck around, I don't know. You're on your own then. I am a little oh, I'm looking for something in my covers is the problem. And I don't know why my screen is it supposed to do that? We cannot flip this camera around, you guys. I look half dead. I mean, half unalive. Well, I had a ladder. Anyway. Good morning, baby blue eyes. So I just came in here because I don't know what Boss Lady's thinking. I think she thinks that I send screenshots of our conversation to villain. And I woke up to a message from her saying, not that Victoria. Y'all really ran with that story. Well, I didn't say anything about Victoria, so joke's on you. Whoever else you told ran with your story because I thought it was a joke. So I didn't continue on with the conversation with you about Victoria. I actually told you, I regret trying to help you. You've only given me a headache. You're unwilling to listen. And you continue to message my phone with it. And at 9:37, you said, not that Victoria. Jesus, you all ran with that story. I don't know what Victoria you're talking about if you're not talking about the Victoria. Nor do I give a shit. I tried to help you with this situation, and you don't care that you're wrong. So, that's on you. But please don't think that Villain thinks that it's that Victoria because of me. Because I didn't tell her that. I'm telling you for the last time, when I seen the Victoria thing that you said, I heard it from Victoria. I was like, I mean, I clowned on you for a second about the Victoria thing, and then I moved on because I don't mess with that girl, and I don't entertain that story, and I don't have anything to do with that lady. Good morning, Jody. And she's anything but credible. I mean, my concern for you, boss lady, was that I see deja vu happening, and that was exactly how Victoria got herself in the mess she got in. False information and not backing it up. Good morning, Miss Crash. And I see you rapidly going down that same road. So I was trying to tell you that you were wrong. That's how I got involved in that. And you didn't want to hear that, even though it was the truth. And you're still not willing to hear it. And now you've just made things so much worse for yourself. I do believe I definitely know they're not anything I can fix for you. Not that I would, because since then I've done went and seen a whole slew of information. Whether you made that video or not, that was in bad taste. You're just wiping your character all over this app in a bad way. Okay, I'm situated now, Sugar Skull. Sorry. You should have just retracted what you said if you didn't hear it from that person's mouth. You should have said, well, this is what I heard so-and-so said. Instead of just doubling down. All I know with that is that the doubling down is worst case scenario. And every day you continue to do more and more, like you're telling me in my text. I'm not going to stop. Okay. Best of luck to you. Leave me out of it. You're going to create you already have a whole problem for yourself. But important that you know, I didn't say shit to Villain about Victoria. When you said that, I realized what I was dealing with at that point and just said, no, thank you. I don't care if it was that Victoria or not. All you're definitely saying is, well, I heard this person told me this. Well, this person told me that. Well, we're all finding out that some of our people on this app just aren't so credible, and you still have to have receipts, even if your people are the one telling you this shit. So, you're going to need to produce those receipts, and you don't have them. You blamed Nicole. Now you're blaming some Victoria. And you can blame whoever you want. The moment you've mentioned to me that you're affiliated with Victoria, I'm fucking done. I mean, completely done. I don't have nothing to say to you, ma'am. I told you in my inbox already, you're starting to piss me off. I'm going to need you to just move on. Anybody that associates themselves on this app with someone in the likes of Victoria, nope. Hard pass for me. You can say it's not that Victoria. You certainly made it sound like it was a well-known Victoria in the messages. Which now I'm going to send a Villain. Just so, since you threw it out there like I was the one who did, now I'm going to. Yeah, Victoria, really? I got my information from Victoria. Yeah, so can you imagine when I seen that, I was just like, I'm not telling that to Villain. Like, she... Sorry. I choked myself up. Can you see Villain's face? Like, oh, hell. Now she's believing Victoria. But she said not that Victoria, so maybe it's a different Victoria. No, yeah, she was in my inbox saying that we ran with some story about... She messaged me saying that she heard something from a Victoria yesterday. Or maybe she didn't hear it from Victoria, but yesterday the conversation was said. She said something to me about... She heard it from Victoria. Let's just go read the message. Okay, wait. I'm not fazed, but when you threaten to expose my kids, I'll come full force. Posting my supposed Facebook... That's what Victoria said. That's what you said. That's what Victoria said. I don't have social media. And I say, Victoria, are you fucking kidding me? But here's what I want to ask you. Why do I have to join people's lives when I decline it? I'm public enemy number one. So some of the stuff she's talking about, I don't even understand. I don't know what that's about. Somebody asked you to join a live and you said no. And then you became public enemy number one. Do you think that's how that happened? I don't think that's how that happened. And the people that you're choosing to listen to, that's what I said. I said, like, the people that you're choosing to listen to, I don't even care anymore. Yeah, the Victoria thing, but to wake up from a message from you saying, not that Victoria, ha ha ha, Jesus, you all ran with that story. No, I didn't run with that story, and I don't know why in the hell you would be messaging me that at 9 o'clock at night unless you were hoping that it got to Villain. I don't know what was said at 9 o'clock at night. I wasn't in there. Because you messaged me about Victoria at 4 yesterday. So I don't know what happened that you thought you needed to come in there at 9 o'clock at night and say who ran with the story. Because, again, I didn't say anything to Villain about Victoria. When you said that, good morning, Andy Pants. When you said that I couldn't entertain it, I'm going to be honest with you. When you said Victoria, I mean, you just completely turned me off to it. I was like, nope. The people that you're listening to, that's a whole ass joke, ma'am. Good morning, Spotter. How are you? So, yeah, she did say Victoria to me yesterday. I didn't know what Victoria is. I only know of one on this app. Good morning, JB. And again, when she said that to me yesterday, I didn't even take that to Villain because I was like, oh, this lady really is the rat. She is crazy. She's definitely crazy. So I just left it alone. Did something happen last night and somebody said something about Victoria that I would wake up to that message where she said we all ran with that story? Asking for a friend. I was out early. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what that was about. Again, I don't follow the story. I just know that when I came into it, I heard her saying that Villain said she was coming for her kids. I tried there. And then, yeah, I don't watch her either. I don't know what that was about. And she was like, you guys really ran with that story. Who else did you tell there, Big Mouth? Because I didn't say anything to anybody. And Villain and I never had a conversation about Victoria, as we don't speak about hers. As that woman gives me the heebie-jeebies. She creeps me all the way out, you guys. She's a trigger. Well, boss lady, if that's what you think that I'm doing, I'm not relaying all your messages to Villain. She doesn't. I honestly don't believe she gives a shit what you're saying. I think she's gotten to a point where she realizes what an investment this is going to be. And there's just going to be people on this app that are like her and her like-minded people, Victoria. And that's the company you keep. That's the company you keep. Don't look at me. I don't mess with it. I'm a firm believer that she's doing this because she enjoys it. There is literally no reason she would keep this going this long. And who's going to double down instead of apologizing when they're wrong? Well, that's my problem processing it, Chrissy, is who wants an attention grab that is going to be that bad for your mental health? I mean, if you want an attention grab, just come out here in a bikini or something, but don't do something that's gonna, really. How did that turn out for Victoria? I don't know. Now I'm just gonna sit back and watch the shit show. I tried to tell her she is not interested in listening, no matter how you say it. I've tried to say it 100 different ways. Doesn't matter. Again, that's not the kind of attention I would be seeking, but you do you, boss lady. I didn't tell Villain that you said that you're coming full force and you won't stop. I didn't tell her that. Do you want to know why? Because shit's bad enough for you. But if you want me to, I will forward her the entire conversation. I have no problem with that. I think she's going to respond to a lot of it like I did and take it with a grain of salt. It's very easy to see it in the message thread that someone is trying to get you to see the reason, and you're just not hearing it. Please stay out of my inbox, though. I'm not reporting those things back like you think I am, because I think when it comes to Victoria, absolutely not. Hello. Well, it doesn't matter how many times I tell her in a message, so I just thought I would come on here, and if she wanted to come in here and, you know, say what she had to say, since she thinks that I'm... I don't know what she thought. I think she thought I was reporting everything she was saying to Villain, but Villain doesn't really give a shit. And even though the Victoria thing, when she said, that's what Victoria said, I immediately was like, oh, it was just like somebody threw water on a fire, you know? I was like, oh, yuck. And I just tapped out of it. I don't know what it was you think you heard last night about that, but it didn't come from me, ma'am. I didn't tell a soul, as I think no one cares about. She said, not that Victoria. Because there's so many Victorias floating around this community that we all... I mean, really? I think she's scared to talk to Villain directly. And I think that Villain thought that... Let me start with this. When Boss Lady came on the scene in this app that I noticed her, she was doing a live, and I went in and supported. I had no idea what she was about. And then her and Raggedy were into it. Now, I was under the impression her and Raggedy were body shaming each other back and forth. I was upset with Raggedy at the time, and Raggedy was really upset with me. Ouch. Over some things that had been said that weren't really said. And I told Boss Lady yesterday or the day before, I don't remember, that I wouldn't be defending Raggedy, but I would absolutely be defending Villain's character, in the sense that she was, you know, somebody was talking shit and saying she was doing things she wasn't doing that were way out, that we all know are way out of character for Villain. I'm pretty sure she set the no kids rule. And this lady's hell-bent and glory bound, so whatever happens. But ma'am, for the last time, I tapped my phone. Listen to me. I didn't tell her anything about that, as I don't think she gives a shit. And I try not to bring Victoria up to Villain, because I don't like Victoria, and I don't have a reason to talk about her. She continues to keep going, and I don't know, but I've said a million times, and so now I'm just going to take to my live to say, ma'am, please get out of my inbox. I've tried to help you, and you're a glutton for punishment. I believe that you're enjoying this, and that's also no part of any drama I want to be affiliated with. We have enough drama in our corner over here. Boss Lady, I don't know if you know Lori. We try to keep up with that shit show, and that's enough. I cannot keep up with... Lolly got me a Tupperware, you know, old school Tupperware. I collect it. And she got me a pickle holder. And I ordered me some pickles last night so I could put them in here. And it looks so cute. She thinks it will bring followers, but it has the... I don't know that I would want a bunch of followers that are against the community anyways. I don't know who made that vile ass video of LR. Wait. Yeah. But that was horrible, absolutely horrible, and it had people believing she was no longer with us, and that's crazy. JB, it's just this little bitty, I'm gonna have to send you a picture of it. It's a little, you know, holder, and it's got a little stand, and you pull the stand out so that you don't have to, so you can just pull your pickles right on out of there. It's the coolest little thing that I had seen in a long time. I've never seen one by Tupperware, actually. Yes, and I no longer would like to be in it. Boss Lady, I tried to help you in the beginning, and then I started hearing for myself and seeing for myself the shadiness, ma'am. And you told me, Boss Lady, that Raggedy was body shaming you. You remember that? You told me that? You forgot to mention the part where you were doing it too. And that's what I told Bill, and I heard they were body shaming each other. I think that's what I said. So I stayed out of that because I thought they were in the middle of a whole ass war. Raggedy was mad at me. I was mad at Raggedy. I had some shit to say too. But the Victoria thing, I didn't say that, ma'am. You just look silly. I know, but I think that's her. Oh my gosh. Hey, cousin. How are you today? Did your mom leave yet? I seen your name scroll through. I said, oh, this is a... You just stepped in a whole shit show of a side of TikTok. He won't stay long. Like, what in the actual hell's going on over there? He distracted me. I'm a firm believer that she's getting a big kick out of that. That's not the side of TikTok you'd want to be on. She's live now. Maybe she'll let me on her panel. How do we invite her over here? Was wondering how long he was going to ignore me. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I usually depend on Sugar Skulls to handle the conversation in the room. Oh, they did leave yesterday? I need to call you. I'll be right back to y'all. I need to go call my cousin, and then I'm going to hop over on Boss Lady's live and see if she'll let me on her panel.